Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I'm here today for a Dragon Ball Z Kakarot DLC Pack 3 discussion video. Now, there's nothing on this that is confirmed. This is all going to be interpretation-based, based on facts and information, as well as leaks and data that was found in the past. And I'm telling you guys, this goes way back, all the way back to the release of this game back in January, whenever data mining, occurred, whenever the game first came out, as well as certain updates over time, giving us more and more information, little bits and pieces of stuff. We're going to go through a little bit of a history on it. I'm not going to make it too long. Hopefully it's not too long, but I end up rambling a lot about stuff, and I want to make sure that I am making a lot of this more clear for anybody who is still having misinterpretations of things. And just, I don't know, I've just seen a lot of talk about DLC 3, and people still think that Dragon Ball Super is going to be part of this, which, I mean, I guess I can understand a little bit, but we're going to break it all down here. So, guys, I want you to go check out a couple of these amazing data miners and just good people that I know in the community. Without this information, without them finding it, we wouldn't be able to, understand a lot of it. So go give my boy Saitsu MD a follow, as well as Ultima647, give him a follow, and also give DBS Hype a follow as well. All three of them, they've contributed a lot. They've helped out a lot, and they have all of this information pretty much archived on their own Twitters and everything. And, you can check it out for yourself. But like I said, we're going to break it down all here. So let's jump into the very first bit of information. The stuff that people are very confused about. They think that Dragon Ball Super is like a for sure thing, okay? And for DLC 3, it is claimed to be a new story arc. Completely new. Now, the wording on that, it can, like I said, it can be interpreted in any way. It could be, something that is related to a previous saga, or a saga that has been done before in, Dragon Ball or whatever, or at least it has to be Dragon Ball Z. Everything that has been shown in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot has been from Dragon Ball Z. Now people will be like, oh, Beerus and Whis, Battle of the Gods stuff, and then Resurrection F. Well, if you guys didn't know, those were labeled as Dragon Ball Z movies first. Those came out as movies, and they were titled as Dragon Ball Z, because it was following the Z saga at that time, and then they ended up adapting it into Dragon Ball Super, which, like, get this through your head, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. It's not Dragon Ball Kakarot, so there's no... If it was Dragon Ball Kakarot, it'd be different. There would be, GT, Super, all that stuff. You would be like, oh, but there's, Dragon Ball Fighters characters like Android 21 and Miruto. That's just like little things that are not canon, and they don't even matter. Broly isn't even in this. Bardock's not even in this. So everybody needs to chill about that. It's all stuff that has been quote-unquote canon to the series, and they've changed up a little things just for the game, for the sake of making it a little bit more different and fun. So, the history of Trunks arc, okay, there's a lot of, again, there's two different interpretations that you can get from this, and that was what was confirmed, at least to be found in this data. As you can see from what Saitsu put out, he said it's going to be the history of Trunks, the future Trunks arc, because Ultima actually took some images, he went through the data and everything. You have a head model of Trunks, which, I mean, that is pretty much his normal head model that he has in Dragon Ball Z. It's also very, very similar. He's got the same hairstyle and everything that he has in Dragon Ball Super. It's not his base form hair. So if it was base form hair and it was blue and it had a certain look to it, yeah, that could be, interpreted as Dragon Ball Super. But right now all we see is Super Saiyan. So it's very hard to decipher whether or not it is History of Trunks or Dragon Ball Super Trunks. So I can understand that there. But then you look at the files and the colors here for some of the, I guess, like UV mapping and all that stuff. It's pretty obvious. It's this. It's definitely this. So you look at it and, you might be seeing like the light blues and everything, and things can definitely be changed, but just the light blue, this like turquoise kind of blue that you're seeing right here and everything like that, and the sword and everything, just all the colors that you're seeing, it all points towards this version of Trunks. Now, in the history of Trunks arc, Trunks does wear this costume. He wears it right at, or not right after, but, a couple years later, right before he goes to the future, or yeah, the past. I'm getting myself confused. Before he goes to the past to give the medicine to Goku, he wears this costume and fights the androids one last time. This is, you know, after Gohan dies and everything, and it's just a little bit different from, you know, his normal Capsule Corporation. It's just a lighter blue jacket that he's wearing. That is like, you know, it's more of a jacket, not really like the, I mean, it is a jacket, it's always been a jacket, but it's a little bit different, okay? It's just a little bit different, and the colors on everything that he has is different. His pants are a different color and everything as well. He's not, you know, wearing the gray pants, but for the most part, it's just more like a palette swap with a little bit of a color change. So this looks more close to that, and not really the Dragon Ball Super version. The Dragon Ball Super version is more of like a baby blue, light blue, you know, costume, and I don't see anything that has to do with his little bandana scarf thing that he's wearing around his neck. He doesn't have that right here. Like, none of the colors match up. I mean, obviously the red here might, but that's definitely the sword sheath or whatever the hell it's called, whatever that thing is that holds the sword. I don't know. Yeah, look, it's like 5 a.m. right now, so I'm tired. I don't know what I'm saying, but you guys understand. So that's what was found in the data. Now, if we go all the way back to January, there was a lot of stuff found in terms of the information, Beerus and Whis, files and everything. So if we kind of scroll down, there was some talk about Broly and Pikkon, but that was actually only part of one of like the Dragon Ball Z encyclopedia history things or whatever. There were like some cards in there, or just some things that don't really matter. So don't worry about Broly and Pikkon. They were never confirmed. It was just little information and, like, you know, just extra little things that they had in the encyclopedia for it. So nothing was confirmed for that. We had speculation a while back, but people still think that was going to be a thing. So the models and everything that were found at the base of it were Super Saiyan God Goku, I think Super Saiyan Blue Goku. I can't remember if Super Saiyan Blue Goku was found, but God Vegeta and Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta was found, and then Beerus and Whis. And if we went into the debug, which I did a whole video on of me actually using the characters with their moves and everything, they were completely active. So yeah, here you go. Here's Goku's you know, custom hair colors and everything as well. So that was all back in like January, which is, I mean, that's only that was like during the same time whenever the game, you know, first came out. So all this data was already in there. Like I said, the data mining, the debug you know, mode and everything, that had everything in there. And that's why the DLC came out so soon. Now, there was no trace of Golden Frieza at all. There was nothing on him. And there are people saying, like, oh yeah, we did find data. Well, I mean, if there was data found, it was never presented publicly, because nobody ever talked about it. I've talked with Ultima and Saito on multiple occasions, and I don't think they've ever told me that Golden Frieza was in it, but there was a possibility that it was very easy to make just a model, and they didn't really need to pre-make it. But that's the reason why it took so much longer, is because they didn't already have a lot of this stuff made. So that's why, you know, this one took however long, what, like 6 months, maybe 7 months almost, to create, plus, you know, COVID and everything going on, compared to only around like it was like about 4 months it only took the first DLC to be made. So there's a reason why it took so much longer, is because they didn't already have all this stuff. They were still planning and, you know, trying to figure out how they wanted to, you know, go about making this, you know, second DLC pack with the Resurrection F and stuff. So when we got the confirmation that Golden Frieza was coming, it was like, oh, okay, so we're actually doing Resurrection F. It's not just, oh, get Super Saiyan Blue and fight Beerus and Whis. You know, that would have been stupid, but here you go. That's how I wanted to kind of break at least all that information down, like I said. So, you know, going back to the two different interpretations, there is the Trunks saga, or the history of Trunks, and then there is the future Trunks saga. Now, if we go to this is the most vital information that you guys have to understand from DBS Hype. This was back in May. Okay, so this is right after DLC Pack 1 released. He said, possible huge DBZ Kakarot leak. Fanatical's Kakarot store page had future Trunks arc listed as the DLC. Though they've removed this line now, however, this might be a new story arc coming to Kakarot later this year. So this was legit, all real. DBS Hype doesn't bullshit. He's not going to give you false information. This is all legitimate stuff. Now, I don't know about Fanatical. I don't know anything about this shit. I have no idea what their credibility is, or if they're just pulling shit out their ass. Maybe. Real quick. Again, it can be interpreted a lot of different ways, because, you know, Hope was a very, very significant word that was used throughout both Future Trunks arc, because, you know, his mom wrote it and everything on the time machine. The time machine was being used. Hope was important. It's always been important to, you know, the character of Trunks and his saga and everything. So, as you can see, this is an image from Dragon Ball Super or whatever, and this is the one from Dragon Ball Z. It's the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing. So, again, it's very hard, and they call it the Future Trunks arc. So, like I said, at first I thought, you know, I was in the same boat as Saitsu and Ultima and everything, where they said it was history of Future Trunks, which makes the most sense because that's Dragon Ball Z. But Dragon Ball Super was extremely popular. They called this a new story arc, So it's like, again, it's very, I'm sorry, but it's very hard to decipher which one this could be, because I feel like the Future Trunks saga from Dragon Ball Super, because of Goku Black and everything, this was I feel like this was one of the most popular, get out of here, Sonic, one of the most popular, you know, components of Dragon Ball. It's recent. I mean, it's at least more recent. It's more fresh to people's minds. You know, the younger audience, the bigger audience that, you know, Dragon Ball has right now knows more about this saga probably than they know about the old original Dragon Ball Z. I'm not saying that that's not popular or nobody knows that. A lot of people still know. You know, that's still a thing. But I'm just saying, like, if they wanted to, they could easily make this. They could easily make this and make shitloads of money off of it. Like, the amount of money that they could make from a Future Trunks saga, you know, from Dragon Ball Super would be insane. But at the same time, the Trunks saga / the history of Trunks saga is considered a new story arc to the main canon of Dragon Ball Z, because that was originally a TV special. It wasn't part of the episodic, you know, sort of like timeline or series of it. It wasn't really part of that. Same thing with the Bardock shit. Like, those were both, you know, I don't want to say they were canon, but like not. Again, I'm not gonna use canon for this shit. It makes it too confusing, but you get what I mean. I'm pretty sure you guys understand what I mean. Both are very, very similar with what they could be presenting, okay? The only reason why I'm saying at the very end of everything, it's going to be most likely the Future Trunks History of Trunks saga, is because that is what was labeled as the titled Dragon Ball Z. This ain't Dragon Ball Z Goku Black arc. None of that shit ever happened, okay? That's all I'm saying. But one of them, I feel like, will make way more money. I think if they did Dragon Ball Super with Goku Black, that would just make tons more money, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I could definitely be wrong, but I'm just saying, presented by the data, how popular it's been, the resurgence of Dragon Ball in, you know, the past couple of years and everything. It's only about 4 years old, I think. Yeah, it's only been about 4 years since I think that saga started, and people were going crazy over it. And when they saw Goku Black is one of the most popular fucking things of all time in Dragon Ball. I feel like at this point in time, it's just, he's just become so iconic for people nowadays. But I don't know, you know, I don't know what they're gonna do. But I just wanted to put this data out here. So any, you know, predictions of, oh, it's gonna be the Universe 6 versus 7 arc, it's gonna be the Tournament of Power arc, I'm sorry to say, that is not the case. If you think it's going to be a movie, Broly, Dragon Ball Super Broly, as cool as that would be, that's not going to be the case, okay? Because I'm just using the data that was found, the leaks that were found, that's what it leads to. But they could definitely go about it any way they want to. They have a lot of time. It's scheduled for 2021. That's what was said by the developer and everything. So, DLC Pack 3... it's going to be a Future Trunks arc. I can't tell you exactly which one it's going to be yet, but it's most likely going to be History of Trunks. So that is my full summary and breakdown of everything. I mean, some people are probably going to get mad because I rambled on a lot, but I wanted to explain as much information as I possibly could so that people aren't like, but it could be this one. No, it can't. It's going to be Future Trunks. But I can't tell you exactly which one it's going to be because there's fucking two, which makes it all the more confusing. But sorry, no Tournament of Power. I know, a lot of people wanted that. And no Dragon Ball Super Broly. I know, a lot of people wanted that too. Okay, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it made a little bit more sense. I apologize if it was just way too long. But I like to talk about this kind of stuff because I'm passionate about it and I love Dragon Ball. Okay? Alright. I love you guys. You'll stay safe. Have a great day.